I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in the UK test part 156, some great British inventions of the 20th century, part 6, while doing standing yoga, and that is on page 56. And if you participate in the standing yoga, that's the German. But before we're doing that, I noticed that we were just talking about the welfare state in previous parts, and that we just took that name without thinking about it, but welfare is not part of regular vocabulary. And then I noticed that welfare is composed of the words well and fair, so we can understand what the word means. So welfare, that was when Britain introduced the National Health Service, the NHS, and nationalized coal and steel and railway, and nationalized also electricity, gas and water supply, and introduced secondary education, and made sure that everyone was from the cradle to the grave protected through a system of benefits. So the welfare state was what called. And we just took the name like that. It's composed out of the names well and fair. Now I see that it's written with just one L, welfare state. But I'm telling now what I noticed. So if it are these two words, well and fair, and the first word is well, and that is good, better, best, well, good, well. So that means something good. That is a form of to be well. That means to be good, to feel good. And fair is an older English form of to do something. To fair thing was the expression. It's outdated, but a few hundred years ago, people could say something like that. It's still in other words. It's in farewell. And if you take, I think that, I think that, and it means farewell. That means make good, farewell. So you can, if people take farewell, they are wishing each other a good farewell, and they are wishing that the other person does good and has good. So fair is the sense of doing, having. Farewell. Have a good time, have a good life. Farewell. So if someone is wished farewell, that means farewell. Do or have good. To fare something is an outdated expression. To fare task, but not like that. So, and now if we take these two words, welfare state, that would mean that people in a welfare state are well faring. So we are good doing, or good having. Now I don't know if anything of that's true, but I just noticed we just took that name without understanding it or explaining it, welfare, but I think that it consists of the words well and fair, and that would mean good doing. So it is a state, it is a form of living together, a social life, where people living together in a way that they are well doing together. And that happens through giving them national health service, that they're getting at least a minimum amount of medical service, where they're getting secondary education and primary education, where there is a system of benefits to protect them from the cradle to the grave, and that it's sure that they're getting the important things like water, electricity and gas, and also coal and railway and the transport, or that is not made by profit or capitalization, that is by people who are caring for the people, by people who don't want to make profit out of that, but that the people fare well in the country. So now some great British inventions of the 20th century. We had the television, radar, the Turing machine, co-discovered insulin, structure of the DNA molecule, the jet engine, the hovercraft, the Concorde, the Harrier jump jet, and the cash dispensing ATM. Now we have the IVF, in vitro fertilization therapy. Okay, that is about fertilization. So it's, I haven't read it, but it is about medical way about fertilization. IVF, in vitro fertilization therapy, for the treatment of infertility, was pioneered in Britain by physiologist Sir Robert Edwards, 1925-2013, and gynecologist Patrick Steptoe, 1930-1988. The world's first The world's first test tube baby was born in Oldham, Lancashire in 1978. I think that belongs together. In 1996, two British scientists, Sir Ian Wilmot, 1944, born, and Keith Campbell, 1954, born, until 2012, led a team which was the first to succeed in cloning a mammal, Dolly the sheep. This has led to further research into the possible use of cloning to preserve endangered species. This has led to further research into the possible use of cloning for medical purposes. Yes, it's a bit complicated in a sense. So many words, so long. So, the in vitro fertilization (IVF) therapy for the treatment of infertility was pioneered in Britain by the physiologist Sir Robert Edwards and gynecologist Patrick Steptoe. So, infertility means that people can't get children. And it was pioneered by the physiologist Sir Robert Edwards, a physiologist works with what the human body does. A kinesiologist looks how the body moves, and anatomy looks how the body is structured. And I think a physiologist looks how the body works. Something like that. But it's close enough. If you don't know it, it is close enough to know it. We explain nothing. And if you know it, you know it better. And by gynecologist Patrick Steptoe. So that gynecologist, that is about the organs necessary to get pregnant, basically. The world's first test tube baby was born in Oldham, Lancashire, in 1978. So there is Lancashire in Britain and there's Oldham. Okay, Oldham is a region or a city. And the world's first test tube baby, I don't know what it means. Yes, I know what it means. These two things do not belong together. They're just right. So that means I don't know. But I understand it now in the way that the first baby who had been fertilized with the in vitro fertilization developed by Robert Edwards and Patrick Steptoe was born in autumn 1978. And now it not belongs together, I know what it means. But I don't want to explain it right now. I don't know enough about it. I'm not sure if I'm even talking about the right thing. And that I would explain it too much in detail that people would think they would understand it now. So, and then the other thing, are we doing later? We're doing now just standing yoga and nothing else. So if you are here for Dolly the sheep, then go to the next one. We are having the feet standing together and we're doing the eagle's wings. We're breathing in and we're lifting the arms slowly up. If you participate in the yoga, that is the tip. And we're breathing out and letting the arms again down. And we're breathing in and slowly and concentrating, lifting the arms. And out the arms again down. And breathe in the arms again up. And out the arms again down. And we're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And then we're doing the crab in the morning. We're breathing out, bringing the arms down, and we're opening the chest to the sky. And breathe in and lift the arms again up. And breathe out, lift the arms again. Bring the arms again down. And breathe in and lift the arms up. Close the hands. And breathe out and lean back, read in the wind. Breathe in again into the middle. And breathe out and lean again back. And breathe in again into the middle. And out and let the arms slowly back. Now the triangle. One foot points there, the other point there. Yes. You're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out and we're shifting only with the upper part of the body to one side. and we're firm out. We're taking hold on the first leg, looking up to the head. And in, and again out, back to the middle. Change the positions of the feet. Breathe in. And out, shift just with the upper part of the body over. And down. Take hold on the leg and look up together. And breathe in again. And out back in the middle. Comes down. Now the chair. We're having the feet sitting together. Have an inch of space between the feet. We're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And out. And now breathe in and come up onto tiptoes. And we're going to stay the whole time doing this exercise on tiptoes. If you would like to take a rest, you can do it at any moment. And breathe out. And breathe again in. And out, we're going slowly down. Into the chair. And now breathe in again, and we're coming up again. And breathe out again, and down. And breathe in again and come up. And breathe again out and come down. And you're going to do it one more time. Breathe in. And out. And now we're ending, breathing in and coming up. And out we comes down. And the heels. Now the sun god. The toes are pointing to the outside. We're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out, we're sinking down. Now breathe in, pretend to push a heavy weight up. And again out. And again in and push a heavy weight up. And again out. And down. Now come with one foot up to tiptoe. And again down. Come with the other one on the tiptoe. And again down. Come with both on the tiptoe. And breathing in, pretending again to pushing the weight down. And again out, back down. And in. And out again down. Now the animal exercise, in, coming down. And out the arms down, and the heels. And we're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out and doing the down diving and dive. And breathing, come into monkey half lift. And out again. And again in into monkey half lift. And out. Now breathe in and bend the right leg. And breathe out and stretch only the left leg. Breathe in, straighten the right leg. And breathe out and bend the left leg. And again in, change. And out and stretch the left leg. Again in the middle. And out, stretch your right leg. Again in, change. And out and stretch the left leg. And in, straighten both. And the last time, stretch just the right leg. Now breathe in and straighten both legs. And again out. Now breathe in and lift the right arm to the sky, look over the right shoulder and breathe out. Bend the left knee and look over the right shoulder to the sky.
Breathe in, take the arm again in and straighten out legs. Breathe out, lift the left arm to the sky and bend the right knee. Breathe again in the middle. And out again out. Now breathe in the up diving swan. Close the hands and lower the hands slowly.
Thank you very much, and next time.